So let me get this camera set here. I had it set up like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. It was working really nice. And of course I had to move things. So it's behind me. All right, that's feel good. And this should be like that. Yeah, close enough. All right, so I'm just going to be here cutting some brass. I made this little doobly doo here. It's actually very nice. It's like a little jeweler's thing, and I have my little jeweler's saw. I don't know if you can see it, but I have some very fine line work here to cut out. This is a piece of 1/4 inch brass, and yeah, I had to make this little jeweler stand so I could cut everything nice and accurately, because it's really fine fiddly work, and it's the catch mechanism for these swords that I'm making. And this part has been tripping me up for quite a while. So let's just hop into it. And if you have any questions, just throw it in the comment section or in the live chat, and I'll do my best to address everything for you. And hopefully you don't break any blades. I mean, I got plenty, but still. I'm not doing anything else that's terribly useful at the moment right now, so why not go live and try and have a little bit of fun with it, you know? Come on, just get started. You know, any other time this wouldn't be an issue, but of course, now that I could have people potentially watching me, it's going to give me a hard time. If you hop in here, just say hello. I always enjoy, you know, people popping up. Chat should be open for watching. Now, I suppose there's a more, I don't know, accurate way to do this. I know there's a quicker way to do it, but I don't have that kind of time. And, well, I say that because the quicker way to do it is not as precise, and this is a precision piece. So, is it quicker? Technically, yeah, but really, no. lot of times I'd even say, you know, if I had a CNC, this would be so much faster, but it really wouldn't be. Because it's just two parts, but these two parts are very kind of like mission critical. So the amount of time it would take me to lay it out on the computer and get everything zeroed in and zoned up and everything else. It's just a lot faster to do it by hand. It's funny how that works sometimes, you know? Sometimes the old ways are just better. Sometimes the old ways are faster. I believe this is like the perfect kerf to put in the thing I'm going to be using as a spring here. Funny, this is one of those times where I had to use make a brand new tool for a project, which was this jewelry bench here, or this jewelry cutter, or whatever it is. And now I'm kind of kicking myself for not making one earlier, because this is nice. Relax and just sit here and just kind of get to it, you know? Yeah, I can cut all this whole thing. Wonder what other tools I need that, you know, whenever I do something like this, it always makes me think of like, what else do I not realize I need until I have to make it? Like, what would just make my life 10 times easier? Because this was, well, free. This is all just scrap. scrap oak, and I don't even know what this is, but it's a nice red wood, and I just cut a little bird's mouth on it, cut the corners, so if I need to, I could really work the thing around, work the jeweler saw around, slap some baby oil on it, a couple screws, bing bang boom, tool. So like, what else am I missing? I should probably cut that slot while I'm at it before I get too far. So let me grab this thing I'm using as a spring to test it against the kerf on this thing. Now the kerf is the material removed by the saw. So making this little guy here, I need to cut this kerf here. So let me grab that. And yeah, I'm wearing this wool thing like a little cape. This was a look at that, like a perfect fit. That's gonna be so nice. Yeah, that's gonna work nice. Normally, I have this thing like draped, like wrapped around my waist, kind of like a skirt, because it it gives me a second place to put a belt sometimes, and it also helps keep that draft from going up my shirt, my lower back. And that's like one of the worst feelings on earth, is that draft going up your back. Let me actually use my file to start this. Just a little bit, it's only slightly cheating, right? Just use the edge of the file. Do I have a knife edge file with me? Yes, I do. I was originally going to make this thing like 5/16 inch wide, but I actually think the width of the brass itself should be more than sufficiently wide. The only thing that's going to be difficult with this is the only thing that's going to be really difficult with this, I think, is the at least with machining and making this whole part here, is going to actually be drilling and tapping this way. Unless I get like a piece of shim stock. And just jam it in there for the time being, and then remove that once I have the hole taken care of. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because my idea is to make this piece and then drill and tap it, make a pin as a button that can go through the wood to activate or deactivate the blade catch, and yeah. I don't know what the proper way to do this is, but my thought is if I have this at a very acute angle, I'm going to be cutting a long line. And since I'm cutting on the pull stroke like a Japanese pull saw, it'll keep itself straighter. And then once I have that kerf started, I can just kind of take the blade and like raise it up, and it'll want to follow the kerf. So it should cut straighter and cleaner, I think. At least that's my thought. I have no real idea. Almost to my mark. Now, I was thinking about going further with it and kind of up to there, but I think the less material I cut out, the stronger my sanity is going to be by the end of this. Because this is going to get tedious. I've already been here for 20 minutes. So I think I'm going to move the button down a little bit. I don't think that'll make too much of a difference. Do ba do ba do ba do ba da ba da ba da ba bum. It's funny, I spent like 4 days tarping the roof of the shop and putting up all this insulation and foaming things, and just to get myself ready for winter. First day I'm here by myself with everything done. It's like 60 out. Kind of funny how that works, but also pretty annoying, you know? So I suppose that's the nature of life. There we go. Does it fit? Fits. Like perfectly. I don't know if you can see. That is like as good of a fit as you can hope for. I believe this was just like I believe this is the blade off one of the floor scrapers I used when I was at Yankowski Enterprises. Oh look, turkey bacon blah blah pew pew something invited me to watch it live on TikTok. Well, thank you, thanks, lady. But why don't you come watch my live on Facebook for a little while? Does anyone know how to go live on TikTok? Because I have no idea. Like you have to reach a certain threshold or what? I know that's how YouTube is or was or whatever. But back to the long cut. Bugger. Broke a blade. Spoke too soon. Let me go get another one. Man, that hurts. Truth be told, I'm a little harder on these blades than maybe I should be. They're just little X-Actos. Maybe I should keep the tension up a little bit higher. I'm not exactly sure. I don't use this saw half as much as it deserves because this thing is... All right, well, I'll say this. I don't know a good jeweling saw versus a bad one, but this thing is pretty nice. I've been using it for, I don't know, somewhere on, since I graduated high school, since before I graduated high school, I think I've had this thing. And I bought it at a store that no longer exists. Unfortunately, it was, I believe I bought this at AC Moore. Which was a little hobby shop near me. So, I mean, came with a pack of blades, and I'm still using those blades, so it must be less. One, I don't use it half as much as I probably should. And two, they're pretty good blades, and for when I do use it, it does work very nicely. So, whatever that little mini review was worth, Exacto has made a pretty good product. I love that noise. Can you hear that? It's nice, isn't it? I am eventually going to need to cut two of these out, and I only have one blade left, so hopefully I'm not too much of an idiot with it. I think my problem is I probably put too much pressure on the blade. Ask these things to do way more than they're supposed to. So James, if you're watching this, you can see part of one of your projects coming to life in front of your very eyes. And this is why I'm paid the big bucks. I'm also pretty sure that these, when they, made and sold these, the people who designed it and stuff, didn't think people would be cutting like 1/4 inch brass stock, um, or brass bars with it. So yeah, maybe they did. Who knows? Yeah. So should I do that with a Dremel or should I just do that by hand? I mean, I think I can just do that by hand. And then just clean it up real quickly with a file. Now, instead of having a flat catch on this, like a flat shelf, just to give it just a little bit more security, I'm actually giving it a little bit of a tooth. Not much, maybe like 5-degree pitch over 5/16, maybe 3/16. So hardly anything. But I think if I do that and I put in the just file just a little itty bitty thing to catch it on the inside of the guard, I think I'll be in a pretty good position. And to make sure, like when I mount the blade into the handle, because it's a bone, so I'm doing an epoxy fill or a resin fill, just to give it strength. Uh, I think what I'll do is I'll stuff the inside with some wax, and from there, once everything is set and solidified, I'll just turn it upside down and heat it up and melt the wax. And hopefully that works well enough that everything fits. But this is my second run at a locking mechanism for these swords, and this seems to be the style that a lot of people go with. So I fully anticipate this whole thing this piece taking me the entire day for this one. The one tomorrow will probably take me a couple hours less, but it's only so fast you can do this kind of work. Now I'm thinking about it, because I'm going to have one more of these to do tomorrow. I should probably go get some more saw blades. Like I said, I am a bit of a klutz when it comes to these things. Relax the shoulders. Don't let the stress build up. I don't know if you heard me, but I just popped like a popcorn bag. Getting close. You know what? Let me do this. Let me turn the whole blade backwards. Yeah. Let me just back cut this piece here. No, never mind. That was a terrible idea. Terrible idea. I'll just do that with the Dremel file once I get the rest of it cut out. Bad idea. Moving on. Now, one thing I would love to get my hands on is a die grinder or die filer. Um, Adam Savage has one. And basically it takes really small, like precision files. Not exactly jeweling files, but somewhere between a jeweling file and a machinist file, and it holds them vertical or perpendicular to the to a cast iron plate, so it's really like straight and flat and like it's all nice, and it moves it up and down in a very fast manner, so you can get really like really precise grinding work. Man, that would be nice. Now, I don't do swords enough to justify something like that. But that would make this piece a lot easier to produce. And I remember once, this was like 2007, 8, 9, somewhere 2009, 2010, made a cutlass with a really intricate clamshell gauntlet. It was all pierce work, my own design and everything. I was really proud of it. But I made it flat in 3 or 4 pieces, and I did the bulk of the stock removal with a Whitney punch. I believe it was 18 gauge, it might have been 16 gauge. I think it was 18 gauge though. Mild steel. And then I did everything else with these little X-Acto files I have. For what I charge, I think I charged like 120 bucks for that thing. It was just a showpiece. It was all mild steel. Just a showpiece. But man, I must have sunk about 150 hours into that guard, just filing it, just punching it and filing it, doing all that pierce work. But it was beautiful. Like when I say it was beautiful, it was beautiful. I was very proud of that thing. I'm sure for like working like gold and silver and stuff, this would be a cinch. But man, this is It's been an hour. I barely cut anything. This is nuts. Howdy there, stranger. Why don't you say hello so I can chat with you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the live chat. I will be very happy to address them because I need something to take my mind off cutting this thing. This is taking forever. It's the blade catch for the cane swords I'm making. I originally said I wasn't going to do any more updates, but you know what? This is taking forever, and figure why not make, go live on YouTube and see what's what. At least you guys get a video out of it, and I feel like I'm not quite so alone. Helps keep me accountable, helps keep me on task. Almost there. Come on, come on, come on. And they're gone. Oh well. Welcome to the chat. Ken, looks like fun. It's very meditative, but yeah. It's not exactly as fun as chopping wood or, cutting your toenails or stubbing your toe, but it's fun. Now, I'm sure if I was doing like something like gold or silver or something, cutting it like this, it'd be a lot me. It was made tablet wood. Let me check. Ah, okay. I'm sure if it's gold or silver or something, it would go a lot faster and be a lot more enjoyable. I also don't think X-Acto had in mind somebody cutting a 1/4-inch brass bar stock with their jeweling saw. So, take the good with the bad. You know, for how much I use the saw too, it really does. Hmm, it really does do top chat, live messages, uh, live chat, all messages visible. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. Um, but you know, for as infrequently as I use this, um, I mean, this saw has lasted me for like 15 years or 10 years. No, 2007, 2008. How did the Dumbledore quote come out? Fantastic. Um, I gotta send you a picture because the one I did in just wood turned out all right, but the edges burned a lot. But the one I did that had the purple paint on it, I went back and filled it with the gold mica powder and resin, and oh man, it looks gorgeous. I kind of wish that was the look I was going for because it turned out really nice. Uh, Almost. Come on. Come on. Okay. So, let me try and get this up close so you can see it. So this section here I have to remove. There you go. You can see it there. I have to remove that section there, which I got it mostly cut there. And then I have to drill and tap this guy here because I'm using this spring. This has a spring. Now this is a blade to a floor scraper I took when I was working for Yankowski Enterprises. They basically did like Section 8 everything. So when Section 8 burned, we were called to come in, fix everything, make it look nice. You know, make sure there's no rot or anything in the walls. But when I was working there, we had to scrape all the carpet off the floor, and look how nice that is. I think that's gonna be a nice little spring. Anyways, this was one of the blades. I kept several of them because, first off, when we were done, they were super dull. You couldn't cut butter with them. Second, they were, you know, spring steel, so very good steel. I was going to originally use them for helmet pins. So when the visor would come down, you'd have a latching pin. So you'd press that in back here. It released the catch up here, and you could pull the visor up. Well, the client I had at the time who was going to order one for me, he backed out. He had some car trouble or whatever, and whatever. So I had a bunch of these things lying around. So figure mine, and I lost them all except for this one. So it's going to go into the swords. No. Let's keep cutting. Let's see if we can get the rest of the shape out. I started this with the last cut with my knife edge file, and that worked really nicely. Joe, how are we doing today, brother? It's been a long time since we've talked. Fine enough in yourself? I'm doing pretty good. Just keeping busy, doing all the things. And it's funny. I spent the last several days, um, foaming the shop and up on the roof, tarping everything, and I put insulation all over everything to keep the heat in. And today's the first day by myself. I was like, you know what? This is gonna be great. I'm gonna be able, shut this place down, crank the forge, get this place like hot, so I'm sweating. I'll be in here in shorts, shorts and a t-shirt, and just doing my thing. And just a cool, damp day. So, have on my shirt, my little light hoodie, and my wool cloak here. Door open, just kind of sitting doing the thing. But it was raining yesterday, and the building is waterproof, or at least the roof is waterproof. Which now I need to raise funds to get a new roof on this place. But I figure that's a small complaint. How's the whole Buddy Walk with Jesus podcast thing going for you? I see things every now and then. I just never have time really to pop in. I know that makes me sound like a bad friend. And perhaps I am, but I care nonetheless. Even if I don't, even if I'm kind of absent and absent-minded. Now that you have company, I'm off to bed. Early start tomorrow. All right, Ken, well, you have yourself a great night. It was great talking with you, and thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. But yeah, it's, man, these things take forever to cut. Teeth are fine on this. Almost a brand new blade. It's funny how that kind of happens, that it, as soon as I get the thing, it's, addressed. It doesn't rain. Little gnaw. Oh, come on. No, it's all good. Things are going well. We're in our busy season with Christmas. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm getting ready to shut down. My season is all year, but I'm getting ready to shut down for the year. Once I get these done, I have a few orders to finish, and I have some Christmas gifts to make. But getting ready to shut down for the year, clean, organize, and figure out my plan for the next year. I've actually grown to the point where I'm going to be applying for my LLC soon. Hopefully, in the next couple of days here, I'll be doing that. It seems like every time I sit down to do it, it's awesome, right? Yeah. I have a million other things that pop up and crop in the way, and well, I'm sure you understand how that goes. Yep. That's how life is, though. I do suppose. Almost there. Almost there with this cut. I need that cut. I need to cut that in and polish this a little bit. But we're almost there on this piece. Then it'd be time to drill it, and that's going to be terrifying. You know, this cloak here, it's not exactly wool, but it's like a wool type blend. Man, this is like the perfect piece of kit because I don't often wear it as a cloak. I usually wrap it around my stomach, like wrap it around my chest and fold it down once or twice as kind of like a pseudo skirt to go over top of my jeans. Just keeps the draft off my lower back and stuff and gives me a little extra core warmth. A little extra padding too when I kneel down on something. But man, this thing is like, I have this on almost every day from, I don't know, mid-September until late April. I wear this almost every day at work. I wear this almost more than I wear my shop apron during those months. It's funny how that comes along. There's got to be a better way to do this. It's really hurt my fingers. Maybe back it with a piece of brass so I'm not. That work? Oh yeah, that's so much nicer. Yeah, and that actually cut a little bit faster too. Look at that. That did make it a little bit nicer. Just a slight back cut here. Start this with the file. Yep, I'm just going to overcut this a little bit, and then I'll just come back and file it a little bit nicer. So I want this to have a little bit of a tooth, but not much. One little cut to go on this guy, and we're in business. And then the hard part comes, drilling and tapping. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Walking behind me. Thought I heard footsteps. But this piece here should require very little cleanup with a file. Just knock the edges down a little bit and yeah, die filer would be really nice right about now. Oh, with a die filer, I could cut this out really rough just with my angle grinder or Dremel, and then I wouldn't have to worry about anything. So I could just overcut it, come back, file away the pieces I need, bing, bang, boom. Probably about a third of the time. And actually, I'd probably have both of them. I'd be on the drilling and tapping stage right now. That's why it has me so worried to do the drill and tap, because I've already invested, what, an hour and 15 minutes into this one piece? Almost there. There we go. Now watch I drop it. There we go on that. I know, it doesn't look like much, but this thing is awesome. It's just, just a little, I don't even know what they're called, but I see jewelers use these things all the time. This is invaluable. Just a stupid little piece of wood with a, a little notch bird's mouth thing cut into it. All right. So, yeah. I'll go in there as nice as you please, pretty as you please. Little button there. I think I might have to knock this corner down here just a touch. I might cheat and do that on the belt sander though. Just saying. Should lock into that piece nicely too, I think. Just Oh yeah. And this just has to be enough to keep the sword into the thing. I think I'm going to maybe maybe line the inside of the scabbard with some velvet just to give it a bit of a well, take any twang out as you're using it as a walking cane, or as the client's using it as a walking cane rather, but also to kind of give it a little bit of extra gription to everything. Yeah. I can't believe that the kerf on that blade is the exact width of this. That is just so perfect. You know? That is really nice. Not sure how I'm going to drill that hole though. Probably can't see it, but way across there I can see the rain clouds just kind of starting to come in over those mountains. So it might rain yet. I think I'm only going to be here for another 10 minutes or so though, guys. Just because just because everyone has stuff to do, and I'd need to take a break and maybe go for a little walk or something, just to because this seat isn't really comfortable. It's not meant to be comfortable. It's meant to be useful and practical. I have a better file for this. I have a much better file for that. If I can find it. And I can. But that's like the problem I have when I clean up. I don't know if you guys have this problem too, but I lose everything when I clean. And I actually want this side here to be a little bit smaller than this side. Let me move this before I lose it. I'll set it right there on the anvil. I'm setting it on the anvil next to the bar stock. So when I can't find it and I go back to this video, I know it was really the gremlins who took it. Or Carl. Now this piece does need to be polished. Just because, well, this is going to be the piece that glides over top of the thing, and well, yeah, it just needs to be polished. So you have a nice smooth action. I'm of the mind, do as little as possible to get the best benefit. Looks like a burrow truck to me. No, I like this town. It's nice and quiet. No one bothers you, really. It's a nice place. There it is. I like quiet little towns. Can't tell if that's a visual defect or an actual one. To get in there, you aside, grab this guy. And even though it doesn't need to be like super pretty to work, I do kind of want to make this as pretty as I can just because I'm being paid a decent amount of money for this. So I kind of want to have a nice, at least a decent passable finish on it. I guess whatever that means. I could probably get rid of this thing now and just put this in the vise and just work on it there. Probably give me the best result. Let me do that. Let me move this for a hot second. Actually, I can put you up here. Yeah, this is just a, looks like a paddle or a shovel. You know, one of those old school shovels. But, yeah, this stupid piece of wood. Took me like an hour. I never would have been able to do that. You know, cut that piece out without it. This way. If I did more jewelry work, I'd get more specialized tools, but I just don't really do much jewelry work. It's kind of not worth it, you know? And this, for the amount of money I paid for this thing, what was this? Bessie? This vise is junk. For the amount of money I paid for it. This guy back down. And let's adjust this camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing now that I've moved the workpiece. I'm going to drop everything at some point, including my sanity. Yeah, I think this is gonna. All right, guys, I think this is gonna be the ticket here. I think this is gonna be the version that makes it. I just want to have just the very slightest undercut here. Nothing super extreme. Like I said, like a 1 or 2 degree tooth here, just to give it a little extra. A little extra bite. Yep. Let's get this raised up just a touch. Polish on this guy here. I just don't like the way that looks. And I'm worried that if I leave that there, it might eventually form a crack. That's good. So yeah, where's the big file there? I want to move this down. Good? Yeah, it should be good right there. I actually want this side here to be a hair lower than this, just so I can get a little bit more of a spring action. When I'm saying lower, I'm talking about like thousandths of an inch, or even half a thousandth, half a thou. But just enough. Knock the sharpness of this edge off here a little bit. Because this is going to be running up against those nice Damascus blades I made. And, well, I don't want to ruin that pattern. Break that edge just a little bit. And I think that's all taken care of. So let's just take this file here and this file just leaves just such a nice finish on it. I don't even know where I got this file from. Well, I got it from a estate sale. A guy was an antique dealer and he was moving down to Florida. Heller. I got it for $1. Heller and Mold. Molt. I can't really read the second one. Heller and something, made in USA. It's a single cut mill file, as opposed to like my double cut bastard files, or this is even a double cut bastard. No, yeah, this is a double cut bastard file. Double cut cuts a little bit faster, but this guy, it leaves such a pretty finish. It's almost like a 320, somewhere between 220 and 320 grit sandpaper. Absolutely love this thing. I think this triangular file is similar. Does it have a maker's mark? This is Amher's Best. There's another single cut file, which means all the cuts in the file are going in one direction instead of going in two, making like a diamond pattern. And it just gives a very nice what it tends to do is just give a very nice finish. Removes the metal a little bit slower, but at the end of the day, there's less cleanup. So, what would you prefer? I like when I'm done using the tool, it's pretty much good. There we go. Of course, I'm gonna remove that Daikin blue there. I'm gonna sand this whole thing. Hand sand it when I'm done. But yeah. So I just need to pop a hole in here, really fine. Get a piece of brass stock and make it into a bolt and button. So this can be pressed. And then once I have this all nice and done, I can move on and remake the sheaths, because I was trying to do that sliding pin thing, and thought I had a great process, but apparently I didn't. And yeah, it kind of just destroyed everything. So since that's not going to work, I need to scrap that whole hunk of hickory and move on to another piece, which is a little disappointing, but gonna have to just gonna have to live with that, you know. I'm very happy with how this turned out, and that is just the smallest of undercut there. Very happy with that. I'll come up nicely and just click over the edge of the guard, just right there, just like that. Just like that right there. I can't see that. Yep, that'll do. That'll do nicely, by the way. That'll do nicely. All right, time to find my tap and die set, figure out which size drill bit I need to make this work. Say the smaller, the better. But I've been on here for almost 2 hours, guys. Hour and 45 minutes. So I'm gonna head off. That was basically what I wanted to do, is just while I was sitting here slowly cutting this thing, just have someone to talk to, basically. Yeah, so it's getting darker now too, so might end up closing that door after all. But it was nice having the fresh air coming in here. Maybe I'll even start a little fire. Who knows? Get a little crazy with it. But yeah, so all 2 of you or 4 of you or whatever who joined the live and whatnot, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys, really. Yeah, thank you for helping make this world better. One kerf at a time, and I'll see y'all later.